Hi, I'm Rabbi Dave Felsenthal, and welcome to my world, the world of the rabbi who got rich on Sunday. My goal is to share my hard-earned knowledge and to help people who were like I was 22 years ago, when my life came to a crossroads between living my dreams and giving up on my dreams to face reality. Sure, I've made some spectacular mistakes, but I've also had unbelievable successes along the way. I am living what I like to call, with sincere thanks to the Almighty, my dream life. Family, faith, and mentorship, the heart of a dream lifestyle. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Rabbi Who Got Rich on Sunday and the mini-series about living a dream lifestyle called Lifestyle and Why It Matters. This is episode 3 of the mini-series, and if you've been following along, you know that this series is focused on a month of travel that my wife and I embarked on, and I earned as a reward for my business success. So far, we documented the lights of Las Vegas and the lush green paradise of Kauai. This week, the adventure takes a different turn. One that's not about waterfalls or neon lights. This one's about something deeper, because this week we went home. Now, not home as wherein we sleep or live, but home as where our hearts live. Family, friends, memories, roots, the kind of trip that reminds you why you do everything you do in business and in life. Dream lifestyle, the joy of family. We started off in Passaic, New Jersey, visiting our kids. And the highlight, without question, was spending time with our granddaughter, Tahila. Now, if you want to understand pure joy, try watching your grandchild discover the family traditional Hanukkah present for the first time. And of course, chocolate. It's like witnessing the creation of a lifelong addiction in real time. Enjoy this first video and be grateful that I skipped to the last 30 seconds.
It's stuck. Whoa! Ooh, a chocolate. You love chocolate.
I chocolate.
Right before dinner?
Every visit seemed to revolve around a meal, either going out to a restaurant or sitting around someone's table at home. In Jewish families, and if you're not Jewish, I'm sure in your family as well, meals aren't just about eating. They're about connecting. And in my family, they're also about debating who makes the best dessert or who forgot to bring the dessert. We stayed with our dear friends, the Nissel family, our home away from home. Their hospitality is always so warm that we really feel like we are family, not just amazing friends. And that, my friends, is another kind of wealth. Relationships that last through seasons, distance, and years. Here's the business tip hidden in the moment in life and business. Relationships are the real currency. The people who open their doors and lend a hand or share wisdom, that's what sustains you. Dream lifestyle, the cousins connection. From Passaic, we headed to Brooklyn, where the energy never sleeps and the potato knishes are still undefeated. We met up with Uncle Ira and Cousin Zachary for dinner, and later that week we had a big cousins dinner. Now, if you've never been to one, imagine a TED Talk meets a food festival with a background commentary from 3 really interesting generations. And then, as if the evening needed another twist, at that very same restaurant, sitting just a few tables away, was a group from Olami's mentorship program. Naturally, one thing led to another, and yes, I ended up giving an impromptu mentorship class right there in the restaurant. The waiters were so inspired, they started mentoring the busboys. If you want to check it out, I've actually got a full mini-series on mentorship on my website, therabbiwhogotrichonsunday.com. And here's the lesson. When opportunity knocks, don't ask for an appointment. Just open the door. Even if you're holding a fork full of brisket. In business, leadership isn't about waiting until conditions are perfect. It's about being ready to teach, share, or serve anywhere, even over appetizers and coleslaw. Newark Airport Wisdom, the family ripple effect. On the way to the airport, we made one last stop to see our niece and nephew and their sweet baby girl, Meira. Now, I want you to picture this moment. We're holding one granddaughter one day, a baby niece the next, and I'm thinking this is what the Almighty's blessing looks like. And yes, there was food involved, because in every Jewish family culture, you can't say hello or goodbye without offering something to eat. I've learned that no thank you is not an acceptable answer. It's just an opening offer in a negotiation. The business lesson? Every ripple you create in kindness and mentoring and how you run your business affects generations. You may not see the full impact now, but you're shaping futures. Dream lifestyle, Florida sunshine and family. Then it was on to Florida. Sunshine, palm trees, and humidity that hugs you like an overexcited relative. We saw my in laws and went out to eat. My parents and got takeout. An aunt and uncle, no food involved. I know, a shocker to me as well. And a few old friends from our days in Columbus, Ohio. Almost every visit included food. From home cooked meals to dinners out, each table became a sacred space for stories, laughter, and gratitude. One of my favorite visits was with the Applebaum family, former students who've become lifelong friends. They stopped by our meal with my in laws for a quick visit that turned into a great discussion about life, parenting, and entrepreneurship. The kind of conversation where time disappears and your heart fills up. Watching their success, I realized something powerful. Mentorship doesn't end when the program ends. True mentorship creates leaders who mentor others, and that's how influence multiplies. So if you're listening today, ask yourself, who are you mentoring? And just as importantly, who's mentoring you? Business and lifestyle reflection. This week's trip wasn't about adventure photos. It was just about meaning. Travel has a way of slowing you down just enough to hear your own heart. It reminds you that a dream life isn't just about beaches and waterfalls. It's sitting around the table with people you love, breaking bread, telling stories, and feeling the Almighty's blessings flow through every laugh and every shared memory. And business success? It's not separate from that. It's built on it. When your lifestyle fills your spirit, your creativity soars. When your family supports you, your resilience strengthens. When your faith grounds you, your leadership grows. So before you chase the next big deal, call your parents, hug your kids, visit your mentors, go out for dinner with your cousins. You'll come back richer than before. Well, maybe not dinner with your cousins. That might cost a bit. Anyway, 10 lifestyle tips from the family trip. 1. Feed your relationships like you feed your body. Both need nourishment every day. 2. Never underestimate a dinner table. Deals, ideas, and lifelong bonds are often born there. 3. If you're going to teach, teach between bites. Inspiration is best served warm. 4. Say yes to dessert once in a while. Joy is a part of a balanced business plan. 5. Treat your employees and clients like dinner guests. Hospitality is the secret to your loyalty. 6. Turn family gatherings into gratitude sessions. It resets your heart and your perspective. 7. Bring humor to the table. A good laugh digests better than any appetizer. 8. Be fully present during meals. Phones down, stories up. 9. Share your success stories and your failures over food. It humanizes leadership. And 10. Remember, every meal is a miracle. Each one reminds us that the Almighty provides abundantly. Spoiler alert, coming home. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but after our next stop, Cancun, Mexico, we returned home to Israel, to the best gift a person could ever receive. My kids surprised me with a birthday present, the famous Ninja Creamy, yes, the one that turns almost anything into ice cream, proof that miracles still happen. But even sweeter than that, we were blessed with a brand new granddaughter, Elisheva. And let me tell you, no matter how many miles you travel or how many business lessons you learn, nothing compares to coming home to family, to love, and to the sound of a newborn baby's cry, as long as it's in your kid's house. That's when you know life is good, the Almighty is kind, and gratitude is the best business strategy of all. Summary: the heartbeat of success. If there's one takeaway from this journey, it's that success without connection isn't success at all. Money gives you choices, but relationships give you meaning. Business creates impact, but family creates legacy. Mentorship builds leaders, but love builds souls. We don't just work to make a living, we work to make a life worth living. And the best measure of that isn't what you've earned, it's what you've loved, who you've loved, taught, and laughed with all along the way. Your challenge this week. Here's my challenge to you, my friends. Before the week is over, share a meal with somebody who matters, a family member, a friend, a mentor, or even a colleague you've lost touch with. Put away your phone, listen deeply, and let the conversation flow. Ask them about their dreams, their struggles, their stories. Then take one insight from that meal, one piece of wisdom, one laugh, one moment, and share it with me. Send me a note, a message, a post. I'd love to hear how that connection enriched your week. Because the real riches we're building here aren't in our bank accounts. They're in the relationships we nurture and the lives we touch. This has been the Rabbi Who Got Rich on Sunday, wishing you faith, family, and a full table. And I hope you enjoyed this lifestyle episode. Family, faith, and mentorship, the heart of a dream lifestyle. See you next week in Cancun. Thank you for tuning in to the Rabbi Who Got Rich on Sunday. If you found value in today's episode, subscribe so you don't miss out on future insights and strategies to help you thrive. Don't forget to share this episode with a friend or colleague who could benefit from family, faith, and mentorship, the heart of a dream lifestyle. Visit my website, therabbiwhogotRichOnSunday.com, to access content-rich articles including guidance and tips on living the dream life. If you're listening to this podcast on any popular platform, the show notes also contain a link to a dedicated webpage for this episode.